Hi everyone, Michael McVitie back for a very quick update. Some really kind of exciting news. We had a national residential source give us some great information about our area for real estate investors. So I wanted to give a very quick update from the fourth quarter rental analysis that I did just a couple of days ago. So real quick update from some amazing information from Reza Club, a great source of information for everyone. So again, I'm Michael McVitie, landlord for 30 years, property manager in Southwest Florida for 30 years as well, and basically just wanted to go over this real quick with you for the next couple of minutes. So first of all, first slide here, they're talking about the shift since July of 2022, and that's basically when we had the highest kind of most recent price for real estate in Southwest Florida. And what they're saying here is that you can see from July, it kind of comes down. Punta Gorda at minus 25%. So in the last kind of 3 years or so, the Punta Gorda real estate value has basically gone down by a quarter. Cape Coral at negative almost 19%, and Northport at negative 17%, and here's Naples at minus 12%. So again, and also what's really interesting is over this time, the United States, the real estate prices have gone up by 1.9% real quickly. So you can see they also break down some other areas in Florida. But what's really interesting about it, and a hat tip again to Reza Club, is that they do a great job in saying, well, wait a second here. I know that things are down, but also what have they been like since March of 2020, the pandemic time when we had this explosion in Florida with everybody coming from out of state, coming into Florida for many, many reasons, and then also what's happening since. And you can see Punta Gorda still, if you're looking back over 5 years, you'd still, your property's valued almost 30% higher. And then you have Cape Coral and Northport here at about 37 or 38% over that 5 year period. It's actually increased. So even though we're starting to come down a substantial amount in the last 2 or 3 years, still after a 5 year period, we're still very much further ahead. And looking at the national comparison, shared you a similar map, but this is an updated map from a couple of days ago. You can see Punta Gorda here at minus 25.3%, again from that respective peak in 2022. You can also see, however, Austin now has taken over the lead at minus 27%. Sorry about that, Austin, Texas. But it was interesting when I met Lance in August of 2025 at a Scale Club conference. Punta Gorda was actually winning nationally, but now they've since updated it, and now Austin, Texas is taking the lead, unfortunately. So what does that mean for you as a real estate investor and all this sort of thing? So again, just to show you very quick slide on this 3 bedroom single family home rental inventory. I use 3 bedrooms because that's the most typical desired class. And so when we look at this, we actually have in December of 2024, for these various areas, you can see how in Fort Myers it's gone from 2024 to 2025, and Cape Coral also increased a substantial amount. It was very big to begin with in 2024. Lehigh Acres really has increased dramatically, and Port Charlotte also much smaller numbers, but that they have also increased dramatically now. Then Naples has kind of plateaued, which is great. So again, this is year-over-year numbers. If you don't like graphic visualizations, here's some numbers for you. Again, December 2024 to December 2025, Fort Myers is up by 44%, an increase of 226 3 bedrooms for rent. You're looking at Cape Coral. They already had a large amount, so they've kind of they're getting towards the plateau. They've increased 18%. Lehigh Acres and Port Charlotte, comparatively, really having a lot more properties coming on the market, 53%, and an increase of almost 52% for Port Charlotte. But like I said, hey, Naples, good news. At least the inventory has kind of subsided, granted only by minus 23 or 1.7% down, but still that's hopefully a good sign for where for real estate investors, maybe the rental rates will start climbing back up soon. And one final thing I'll share with you, another updated fact that I just got, the monthly update. Typically, this is from the Florida Gulf Coast Regional Institute. That's where our local, or one of our local universities is economic research. And I just want to point out important aspects for rental analysis is that our unemployment rate right now in Southwest Florida is 5.4%. It was 4.5% in July. So I'm glad to see that it's kind of leveling off at 5.4%. We'd obviously love that number to go down, but we'll see what happens. But here's really another important aspect that the Southwest Florida single-family building permits went down or fell 27% from October year over year. So that's very good. We've had, great home sales prices, but again, the average price that's being sold for is down again 1 to 4% right now, and active listings are up 2% year over year from December 2024 to 2025. So, in conclusion, what does this kind of mean? So, since the high point in 2022, Punta Gorda is down by 25% in value, Cape Coral by 19%. But if you look at it since 2020, it's actually up 28% and 29 or 39% or 38% respectively. And there's still plenty of rental homes on the market, but hopefully the future supply is starting to slow, so that will be good things. Maybe in a year to 2 years, I would say that the rental rates will start to return and start going back up, generally speaking. So if you have any questions about this, feel free to reach out to me, Mike at redfortrresspm.com, Mike at redfortrresspm.com. Very quick update. Hopefully this is very good information for you and your investors. Have a great day. Till next time. Thanks, guys.